Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
A life event could qualify you for a discount. Call me, Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance agent, and we will make sure you have the coverage you need.
No matter how safely you drive, you won't get very far without good traction, and good traction starts with good tires. Hub's Tire Center at 801 South Main Street in Salem has the right set of tires for you, whether you drive a pickup, SUV, crossover vehicle, or whatever you drive. Hub's Tire Center will help you find that perfect tire for the driving experience you want. Hub's Tire Center would like to congratulate the Salem and the surrounding school districts' graduating classes on all you've accomplished, and now you will continue to achieve great things in the future.
Have you seen Town Screen yet? It's one of the most affordable ways to get your message out in the community. With strategically placed vertical screens in numerous locations in Salem, check it out at the Salem License Office, Roberts Judson Lumber Company, and the Main Street Country Corner Cafe, just to name a few. Find out more about how you can use Town Screen for everything local. Stop by 800 South Main or call 636-338-1199. Hometown created and maintained, Town Screen in Salem.
Good afternoon and welcome to KSMO Radio. Let's take a look at your noon hour weather situation. The National Weather Service has issued a severe weather outlook for our area through Wednesday. Plus, keep in mind, and probably more importantly, we're under a flood watch that will be in effect from this evening through Monday evening. We have lots of rainfall in the forecast, so that flood watch is very important that you observe. Now for your forecast, we do have a 20% chance of showers after 4 o'clock this afternoon. We'll have mostly sunny skies today with a high near 71 and light and variable winds. Then tonight we do have a chance of showers and thunderstorms, then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm after 2 a.m. Chance of precipitation for tonight is 70%, and new rainfall amounts between a tenth and a quarter of an inch are possible. But if you happen to be in a thunderstorm, you'll probably receive higher amounts. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with a low around 52 degrees. We'll have calm winds that will become southeasterly around 6 miles per hour after midnight. Then tomorrow, showers are likely and possibly a thunderstorm before 1 in the afternoon, then a chance of showers between 1 and 4. Then, after 4 o'clock, we'll be back to a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Chance of precipitation for Saturday is 60%, and new rainfall amounts to less than a tenth of an inch are forecasted, except those thunderstorms will probably provide higher amounts. We do expect tomorrow to be mostly cloudy with a high temperature near 66 degrees and winds will be out of the east at 6 to 8 miles per hour. Then tomorrow night, showers are likely, then showers and possibly a thunderstorm after 10 tomorrow night. Chance of precipitation is 90%, and new rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch are possible Saturday night. Low temperature will be around 53 with easterly winds around 7 miles per hour. Sunday, showers and possibly a thunderstorm before 10 in the morning, then showers between 10 and 1. Then showers are likely and maybe a thunderstorm after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation on Sunday is 80%, and new rainfall amounts between a half and 3/4 of an inch are possible. High temperature will be near 62 degrees with easterly winds around 9 miles per hour with gusts as high as 18 miles per hour. Sunday night we have a chance of showers before 1 a.m., then showers likely and possibly a thunderstorm between 1 and 4, then showers likely after 4 o'clock. Chance of precipitation Sunday night is 70% with cloudy skies and low temperature around 51 degrees. Monday is Memorial Day, and showers are likely with a chance of precipitation at 70%. The day will be cloudy with a high temperature near 62 degrees. Then we have a chance of showers Monday night with mostly cloudy skies and low around 52. And a chance of showers continues on Tuesday with mostly cloudy skies and a high temperature near 69 degrees. We'll still have mostly cloudy skies Tuesday night, low temperature around 51. Then Wednesday we should be mostly sunny with a high near 72. But don't get too comfortable with that sun on Wednesday, because Wednesday night we're going to be mostly cloudy with a low around 53. And Thursday, we're back to having a chance of showers with only partly sunny skies on Thursday and a high temperature near 73 degrees. And that is your noon hour weather update brought to you by all of us here at KSMO, where it's now time for the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report.
Hello, everyone. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield, and this is my 2 cents. It happens every year. Summer's official start is a couple of weeks away, but Memorial Day weekend is upon us, and for many of those not making hay or trying to get a crop planted, it's time for picnics and parties. I've nothing against picnics and parties, but the reason behind the Monday federal holiday is for mourning United States military personnel who died while serving in our country's armed forces. It's sad to think that there are many people who have little to no comprehension of the significance of Memorial Day. Do your children and grandchildren know the significance of that small red cloth poppy that you purchased at the four-way stop in your small town? Do they know that the Friday before Memorial Day is National Poppy Day? Do they know the story behind it? The Flanders poppy, a common flower native to Europe, has seeds that often lie dormant for years and come to life once the soil is disturbed. That's what happened in European cemeteries where fallen soldiers of the First World War were buried. The plant is associated with those who have died in combat. In my experience, one of the most poignant reminders of the sacrifices made by those who fought to protect the freedoms so many of us in the world enjoy today is at the World War I Liberty Memorial in Kansas City. Before entering the main gallery at the museum, you cross a glass bridge suspended over a poppy field. 9,000 poppies, each representing 1,000 men and women who perished during that war. Let us honor them. I'm Cindy Young with Brownfield. That's my 2 cents.
Today's Central Minute is brought to you by Central Life Sciences Alticid IGR. Every cattle operation sees its fair share of flies. Gary Felger, Regional Sales Manager for Central Life Sciences, says producers can feed Alticid IGR before horn flies appear early in the spring.
It's only labeled for the use in cattle. However, the product is consumed by the animal, and our active ingredient passes through the animal into the manure. It is not digested by the animal. And the reason that's critical is we're targeting horn flies, and horn flies lay eggs in cattle manure.
Felger says the horn fly presents the biggest threat to livestock on pasture.
Horn flies are a nasty pest. They cost the North American cattle producers over $2 billion a year. So it's critical that we do something to help control these flies.
Alticid IGR is formulated in a range of solutions, including a block, tub, loose mineral, and custom liquid feeds. Visit AlticidIGR.com to learn more.
Have you checked out the Country Mart website at www.tcmarkets.com? If not, you really need to. You'll find their weekly specials, coupons, inside the store information, and also tasty recipes from TC Markets on there as well. Plus, don't forget to like Country Mart's Facebook page. Like or comment on it for a chance to win something from the deli, and the winner will be announced on Wednesday each week. Just another reason to shop at Country Mart in Salem.
What's up? It's Fitz from the Country Top 40, and come hang with me this Memorial Day weekend as we're going to run through the biggest songs in the land. We're going to find out if Zach Top can keep his grip on the #1 song with I Never Lie, or somebody new is going to be stepping into the spotlight. Let's count them down together and talk some stories and crank up some country. I'll see you this weekend on the Country Top 40.
Another scattered round of direct cash cattle business and cash hogs close mixed. Good morning, I'm Megan Grabner with your Brownfield Livestock Market Report brought to you by Propane. The Propane Farm Research Program offers compensation for using propane equipment. More information is available at propane.com/PFRP. Direct cash cattle trade was relatively quiet Thursday with just some light scattered business that was reported. For the week, dress deals have ranged from $358 to $370, mostly $360, which is $2 higher than the previous week's weighted average basis in Nebraska. The handful of live deals that have taken place were in Kansas at $224 to $227. That's not enough business to establish an accurate price trend. At the Mitchell Livestock Auction in South Dakota, the undertone on both steers and heifers were higher. No trend was available for feeder steers and feeder heifers this week. The USDA says demand was good. Medium and large one feeder steers, 756 to 789 pounds, brought $307 to $316. Medium and large one feeder heifers, 810 to 849 pounds, brought $273 to $284.50. Boxed beef closed higher with good demand for fairly light offerings. Choice was up $1.38 at $368.97. Select closed 67 cents higher at $348.95. Estimated cattle slaughter was 116,000 head, down 4,000 on the weekend, down more than 5,000 on the year. Cash hogs closed mixed with a fairly light negotiated run. The cash hog market has struggled with consistency. This week's export sales report from the USDA showed global pork sales were up substantially. This week marked the return of China to the purchasers list following the agreement between the two countries to pause tariff and renew trade negotiations. The industry remains optimistic domestic demand will see a bump with the arrival of summer grilling season. Barrels and gilts at the National Daily Direct were down a penny with a weighted average of 95.29. The Iowa, Minnesota closed 482 higher with a weighted average of 96.45. The Western Corn Belt was up 89 cents with a weighted average of 96.45. Pork values were firm, up 23 cents at $100.27. Picnics, bellies, and loins were all higher, and estimated hog slaughter was 479,000 head, down 2,000 on the weekend, down nearly 3,000 on the year. At the CME, live and feeder cattle were up, supported by higher boxed beef ahead of this week's cattle on feed report, and lean hog futures into the day mixed on spread trade. I'm Megan Grebner for Brownfield.
Protect your livestock from black vultures. Get your depredation permit from Missouri Farm Bureau. Davin Altoff tells us how.
So if a producer sees a black vulture on their farm, I would highly encourage them to reach out to us at Missouri Farm Bureau. There's two ways that a producer can reach us. We have an email address, blackvultures@mofb.org, blackvultures@mofb.org, or they can reach us at 573-893-1417. 573-893-1417. I process the application and try to get them an approval letter as quickly as I can. And once they receive the approval letter, that is their permit in hand for them to be able to activate. That means they have the ability to take up to 10 black vultures.
The permit process is free, quick, and easy. Find out more at agriculture.mo.gov. agriculture.mo.gov.
That has been the Brownfield Commentary and Midday Livestock Report. It is now time for a look at updated funeral announcements, and it's being brought to you as a courtesy of Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County for over 30 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 50 locations in Salem and in Bunker, and online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today. Be sure and pick one up every weekday or check it out online. Gladys, Charlene, Joe, George Meade, formerly of St. James, passed away Friday, April 18th at the age of 82 years. Memorial services for Joe Meade will be Saturday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon at the St. James Chapel of James Guard Mortuary. Visitation for family and friends of Joe Meade will also be Saturday from 11 in the morning till service time at 1 o'clock. Enter be at the St. James Cemetery. And all arrangements for Gladys, Charlene, Joe, George Meade, formerly of St. James, are under the direction of the James Guard Mortuary of St. James. Marilyn K. Scheib, age 77, of Fenton, passed away Monday, May 5th. Memorial services for Marilyn Scheib will be Tuesday at 11 o'clock in the morning at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel, with visitation for family and friends of Marilyn Scheib also on Tuesday from 10 in the morning till service time at 11. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery, and all arrangements for Marilyn K. Scheib of Fenton are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Leona Faye Freeze, formerly of Salem, passed away Sunday, May 18th at the age of 83 years. A celebration of life for Leona Freeze will be Tuesday afternoon at 3 o'clock at the Salem Full Gospel Church. Burial will be in the North Lawn Cemetery, and all arrangements for Leona Faye Fries, formerly of Salem, are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. Connie Joan Riggins, age 72, of Salem, passed away Thursday, May 22nd. Funeral services for Connie Riggins will be Wednesday at 11 o'clock in the morning at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Visitation for family and friends of Connie Riggins will be Tuesday afternoon and evening starting at 5 and continuing till 7 at the Wilson Mortuary, Salem Chapel. Burial will be in the Cedar Grove Cemetery. And all arrangements for Connie Joan Riggins of Salem are under the direction of the Wilson Mortuary of Salem. That has been a look at updated funeral announcements brought as a courtesy of Your World Today. Your World Today is the only daily news flyer in Dent County. It is available in over 50 locations in Salem and in Bunker. And be sure and check out Your World Today online at our website, KSMOradio.com. Your World Today has been serving Dent County for over 30 years, and the best part about it is absolutely free.
What's the fastest way for you to get yourself up to date on the latest in news, sports, weather, and obituaries that costs you absolutely nothing? It's Your World Today. Serving Salem and Dent County now for over 20 years, Your World Today is 4 pages of information that will take you about 5 minutes to read, and they're available in over 30-plus locations in Salem and in Bunker. Your World Today. Pick one up every weekday. They're free.
It is now time for a look at local news, and it's being brought to you by Southwest Baptist University Salem Campus. SBU Salem Campus provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding area. For more on degrees and programs, stop by SBU Salem Campus today at 501 South Grand Street, or you can call them at 573-729-7071. I'm Bob Parsons reporting. Salem High School has announced the following honors awarded to the Salem baseball program. Caden Moody was selected as a first-team outfielder, while second-team honors went to pitcher Blake Edwards, outfielder Cash Howard, and infielder Roy Stevens. Silas Du Bois was awarded honorable mention catcher. Coach Tony Edwards was named Coach of the Year. Congratulations to the Tigers on a successful baseball season. Memorial Day weekend brings Missouri to life with busy state parks, lakes, and attractions, along with sporting events, barbecues, and gatherings of friends and family. Our state has a lot to offer, especially when the weather is nice. A little planning will go a long way to making Memorial Day weekend activities a success. The Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds everyone to include safety when they plan their holiday weekend. Everyone should expect more travelers on Missouri's roadways and an increase in boating traffic on the state's lakes and rivers. Drivers and boat operators are reminded to follow all of Missouri's laws and be courteous. Always wear a seat belt when traveling in a vehicle, and wear a life jacket when near, on, or in the water. This year's Memorial Day holiday counting period begins at 6 o'clock this evening and will end at 11:59 p.m. Monday, May 26th. Every available trooper will be on the road or on the water enforcing Missouri's laws and assisting people. Troopers on our roadways will focus their attention on hazardous moving violations, speed violations, and impaired drivers. The patrol will be participating in Operation CARE, which stands for Crash Awareness Reduction Effort, during Memorial Day weekend. Over the 2024 Memorial Day holiday weekend, there were 1,046 vehicle crashes statewide, which injured 486 people and killed 10. The Memorial Day weekend is also an unofficial start to the boating season. During the 2024 Memorial Day weekend, there were 7 boating crashes, which included no fatalities and 7 injuries. No one drowned over last year's Memorial Day weekend. Last year, troopers made 128 driving while intoxicated and 6 boating while intoxicated arrests. Always be courteous and pay attention whether you're operating a vehicle or a vessel, and choose to be a sober driver on land and on the water. A safe, fun weekend is the result of planning and making good decisions. Motorists or boaters in need of assistance or who want to report a crime should use the Highway Patrol's emergency assistance number 1-800-525-5555 or star 55 on the cell phone. For road condition reports, travelers can visit the MoDOT website to view their traveler map, download the MoDOT app, or call 888-275-6636. I believe that stands for 888 Ask MoDOT. Motorists are encouraged to do their part to make Missouri's roadways safer. Speed, inattention, and impaired driving are leading causes of traffic crashes. Please obey all traffic laws and make sure everyone in the vehicle is properly restrained in a seatbelt or child restraint. When you're on the water, please be courteous to others enjoying Missouri's lakes and rivers, wear a life jacket, and obey the law regarding the safe operation of a vessel. Always observe no wake zones. Causing harm to another person or their property with an excessive boat wake may subject you to enforcement action or civil liability. Always treat other boaters and property owners as you want to be treated. Never operate a boat while you're impaired. Never ride with an impaired operator. Remember, life jackets save lives. Wear it. Follow the patrol on X for the most current news at MSHP Trooper GHQ. A rural Denton County man is facing multiple felony charges after allegedly firing an AR-15 rifle at two utility workers early Tuesday morning, injuring both, and later telling authorities he believed he was a victim of a conspiracy. According to the Denton County Prosecutor's Office, 49-year-old Jimmy Shane Hornet was charged with 2 counts of second-degree assault, armed criminal action, possession of a controlled substance, methamphetamine, and unlawful use of a weapon while in possession of drugs. The charges stem from an incident that occurred around 4 o'clock in the morning of May 20th near his residence on South Highway 19, south of Salem. Deputies responded after Inter-County Electric Cooperative reported that 2 of their employees had been shot while working to restore power following storm damage. The men were reportedly sitting on a company ATV in a neighboring driveway when gunfire erupted. According to the probable cause statement, Hornet fired 3 rounds from a Delton AR-15. The bullet struck the ATV and metal fragments injured one worker in the knee and the other in the ear. A medical exam later confirmed that one victim had metal fragments embedded in his leg, while the other had a superficial wound consistent of a burn from a bullet fragment. Initially, Hornet told deputies he had fired the weapon into the air to scare off people he claimed were harassing him. During a later interview, he admitted to possibly hitting the ATV. He claimed the shooting was accidental and denied intent to harm anyone. Earlier, Hornet also made claims alleging that local residents used cloaking devices, night vision goggles, and even an armed child to harass him and steal his cattle. He denied recent methamphetamine use, though deputies reported dilated pupils and bloodshot eyes, and a urine test later returned positive for methamphetamine and amphetamines. A later search of his camper uncovered methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, and 4 additional firearms, including pistols and a revolver with the serial number removed. Investigators also recovered large quantities of ammunition in various calibers. On May 20th, Judge Nathan Kelsaw issued an arrest warrant citing that Hornet posed a danger to others. The court set bond at $500,000 with strict conditions, including drug testing and no contact with victims. Hornet appeared in custody within 48 hours and was read the charges and his rights during his initial court appearance. A request to reduce bond was denied, and Hornet remains in custody at Denton County Jail. Charges set forth in a criminal complaint are only accusations and do not constitute proof of guilt. Every defendant is presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. A bond hearing is scheduled for June 30th at 10 o'clock in the morning. Merrimack Regional Community Foundation and the Phelps County Community Foundation are now accepting grant applications to assist Phelps County residents and organizers recover from the March 14th tornado that impacted Phelps County, including the city of Rolla. Local governments, school districts, churches, and 501c3 nonprofits serving Phelps County are eligible and encouraged to apply. Individuals are not eligible to apply but can receive assistance through an eligible entity. Applicants may apply for up to $10,000 in funding. Eligible projects include, but are not limited to, providing humanitarian aid such as food, shelter, medication, etc., housing assistance, storm-related housing and building repair, transportation assistance, storm-related behavioral and mental health care, debris removal, and other storm-related unmet needs not covered by other resources. All projects must have a connection to the March 14th tornado in Phelps County. To apply, go to grantinterface.com/process/Apple URL key equals CFO Ozarks grants. Over $95,000 in donations have been collected to assist with these recovery efforts. All grant decisions will be made by a review committee comprised of members of MRCF and the PCCF. Donations are still being accepted for the Phelps County Disaster Relief Fund at http://cfozarks.org/Phelps. These donations are tax deductible and go directly to support relief efforts in Phelps County. For additional information, contact Merrimack Regional Planning Commission Executive Director Bonnie Prigge at 573-265-2993 or via email at bprigge, that's BPRIGGE at merrimackregion.org. And that has been a look at local news, and it was brought to you by SBU Salem Campus at 501 South Grand Street, where they offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education, and other various degrees. If you'd like more information from SBU Salem Campus, contact them at 573-729-7071.
Southwest Baptist University campus in Salem provides quality higher education close to home for residents of Dent County and the surrounding areas. The classes at SBU Salem campus are taught in the afternoon and evenings, making a degree attainable for people who are in the workforce or can't afford to go off to get a degree. We offer degrees in nursing, which is an RN Bridge program, criminal justice, elementary education. For more information on the degrees and programs, please contact admissions counselor Chris Welch to schedule an appointment as a prospective or returning student. You may call 573-729-7071.
Do you have a black vulture issue on your farm? Apply for a depredation permit through the Missouri Farm Bureau today. It's free, quick, and easy. Simply call Missouri Farm Bureau at 573-893-1417 or send an email to blackvultures@mofb.org. That's blackvultures@mofb.org. Farm Bureau will send you a permit application to fill in and sign, and you'll be able to reduce black vulture threats in no time. For more information, visit agriculture.mo.gov.
Life can be tough. Sometimes it feels like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. No matter what you're going through, help is always available. 988 is more than just a number. It's a lifeline for anyone who's struggling. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or you just need someone to talk to, 988 is there for you. 24/7 confidential support. You deserve to be heard. You deserve to feel better. Reach out to 988. 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, Missouri.
In this special time in your lives, and as you get ready to start the next step of your life, Louis, Beth, and Misty at Taxmasters would like to congratulate the Salem and the surrounding school district graduating classes on what they've already achieved and what waits for them in the future. The best of luck, and may God be with you, each and every one of you. Congratulations from Taxmasters at 107 West 4th Street in downtown Salem.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Attention pork producers, the World Pork Expo 2025 is back June 4th and 5th at the Iowa State Fairgrounds in Des Moines, and you don't want to miss it. With thousands of attendees, hundreds of exhibitors, and live entertainment, this is where the pork industry connects, learns, and celebrates. Explore the latest tech, learn from expert insights, and build valuable industry relationships over 2 full days of events. Plus, don't forget to grab your free pork lunch at the Big Grill while you're there. Register now at worldpork.org.
It is now time for a look at local and regional sports. It's being brought to us courtesy of your Ozark sports leader, KSMO. The Salem Tiger track and field teams, Luke Pryor and Evan Mendenhall, qualified to represent Salem at the Misha Class 3 state tournament beginning today at Atkins Stadium in Jefferson City. During the Class 3 District 5 tournament, Evan placed second in the 400-meter dash and Luke Pryor placed third in the 100-meter hurdles. Good luck, Tigers. The St. Louis Cardinals are hosting the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight live on KSMO Radio 1340 AM and 95.7 FM with the pregame coverage beginning at 6:20 and the first pitch will occur at 7:15. They'll play again on Saturday and Sunday with the first pitch at 1:15 and live coverage on KSMO Radio starting at 12:20 each afternoon. Kansas City Royals are traveling up north today to start a 3-game series with the Minnesota Twins. First pitch will be at 7:10. They'll follow up with games on Saturday and Sunday at 1:10 each afternoon. And that has been a look at local and regional sports brought to you as a courtesy of KSMO. Stay tuned for a look at sports from the Missouri Net.
Missouri Net Sports, good afternoon. I'm Tim Fisher. We'll start with Major League Baseball, where after off days yesterday, both the St. Louis Cardinals and Kansas City Royals back in action for series openers tonight. We'll start with the Cardinals, who play host to the Arizona Diamondbacks at Busch Stadium. St. Louis comes in off a dropping 2 of 3 in their series with the Detroit Tigers, falling in the series finale on Wednesday by the final count of 5-1. Even with that, the Cardinals sit at 27-23 through 50 games, having won 16 of their last 22. One of the big reasons, the play of Brendan Donovan, catcher Wilson Contreras.
He's really a professional, and that's the best way I can put it. I can just talk about professional guy, professional hitter, professional in and out of the field. You just have to talk about Brendan Donovan. I think he's one of the biggest pieces of our lineup, and he's going to be one of the biggest pieces for the Cardinals team. And not right now, but he's young. He's going to play for a lot more years.
Tonight, game 1 of the series, 7:15 first pitch. The Cardinals send out Miles Michaelis against the Diamondbacks' Zach Gallen. The Kansas City Royals are in Minnesota as their road trip continues, starting a series with the Twins. The Royals come in off of taking 2 of 3 in San Francisco over the Giants, including an 8-4 series finale victory on Wednesday. The Royals right now sit in second place in the American League Central, 28-23, a game ahead of the Twinkies, who come in at 27-22. First pitch tonight set for 7:10. Noah Cameron gets the start for the Royals. He's opposed by Pablo Lopez. On to football in the UFL, where the St. Louis Battlehawks are in San Antonio tonight to take on the Brahmas. To the NFL, where the Kansas City Chiefs are getting set to start OTAs next week. I'm Tim Fisher, Missouri Net Sports.
Steel deals are happening now. From instant savings on select tools to free battery offers on some of our most popular battery tool sets. You can enjoy great deals and do it all with Steel. Shop online or in store at your local Steel dealer. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Hi, I'm Kim Holderness.
And I'm Penn Holderness. You don't have to have an amazing race to the doctor, but you should make time for routine cancer screenings.
I schedule my mammogram and other cancer screenings around my birthday and then treat myself to lunch.
I do too, because, of course, everyone likes lunch.
The C word can be scary, but routine screenings can detect cancer before symptoms appear.
And early detection equals better outcomes.
Go to preventcancer.org to find out which cancer screenings you need.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for road trips. We're for covering as much ground as possible on 2, 4, or 18 wheels. We're for drop tops, T-tops, classics, cruisers, pickup trucks, and dump trucks. We're for displaying Missouri plates like medals of pride. Have you ever hit a deer? Yep, we're for you too. We're for getting stuck behind a tractor on a 2-lane highway. And if you're a Missouri driver, we have an auto policy for you.
I'm Willie Strader, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're in Dent County, I've got you covered.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aid.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Stay tuned to KSMO. I've got news from the Missouri Net coming up in 1 minute, and that'll be followed by your latest KSMO weather forecast after the top of the 1 o'clock hour.
I'm Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey. Human trafficking is occurring right here in Missouri. You can help combat it by learning the signs of human trafficking and reporting suspicious activity to law enforcement. Victims may appear malnourished, show signs of mental or physical abuse, or avoid social interaction. If you're a victim or know someone who needs help, contact the National Human Trafficking Hotline at 1-888-373-7888 or text the word HELP to Be Free. Together, we can fight human trafficking in Missouri.
Brought to you by the Missouri Attorney General's Office.
Missouri Net News. I'm Sue Danielson. A presidential disaster declaration has been granted for the March 14th and 15th tornadoes in the St. Louis area. That, according to Missouri's Congress members. Missouri Department of Commerce and Insurance Director Angela Nelson says people are starting to file claims.
We actually have insurance companies that have set up mobile claims units in the area.
The EF3 tornado that hit part of St. Louis a week ago claimed 5 lives and damaged thousands of properties. Memorial Day weekend is not only the start of summer, it's when road work really begins to ramp up. MoDOT engineer John Nelson is stressing safety.
It really is an unprecedented amount of road construction that's going to be happening this summer, and we would greatly appreciate the public's participation in helping us keep those work zones safe.
Nelson says crews will be working on about 1,000 road projects this summer. Today marks the first day that Missouri State Park beaches are open. It may be too cool to swim, though. Oceans of Fun in Kansas City is postponing their opening for a week. Missouri Net News.
88% of Missourians buckle up. 88%. On the back roads,